We have a new player. It's
Okay.
Sarah, as you know. And then welcome back, Naku.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get some preparations done. We've already gone over um, how to play D&D and what it is. So before you can play, you actually need to create a character. So both of you can create a new character. Naku, you can create a retainer for Abrul. Uh,
Yeah.
and then Sarah, you'll get a new character as well. So let's see.
Okay. So do I have to like um
You'll
make
take
a
some notes.
character up?
Yeah, you'll make some choices. The first step is we're gonna determine your ability scores, which is completely random, determined by the dice.
Mhm.
Your ability score is a reflection of how capable your character is as an adventurer. You have 6 abilities. They are called Strength, Intelligence, Wisdom, Dexterity, Constitution, and Charisma. On your piece of paper, if you have one, or notepad, you should write STR, INT, WIS, DEX, CON, and CHA to represent those 6 abilities. I'll also post it in the chat so you can copy it down.
I'm not bad, so I'm not really going to write things down. Is that fine?
Alright, if you look in discussion, I posted the character sheet. You can
Okay.
fill out the character sheet as we go. Okay, so let's see. Naku, you're gonna play as a brawl. Does he already have retainers or no?
Yeah, yes. Do if my character like died with a retainer, do I also have those or no?
What was it?
If a character like died with a retainer, do I also keep the retainers from my previous character or no?
No. If your
Okay,
character
then I
dies, the
only
player dies, the retainers quit.
okay.
Your
I
players
only
quit.
have one.
Alright, so you have Hargith, right?
Yeah,
You want to invite him again? See if he wants to join you.
yeah. Uh,
Alright. Says that he is definitely joining you this week
W.
within the morale.
Rose always.
So Hargith is here with us, an NPC, and then you're trying to recruit a new one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna roll one for you, one for Sarah. We're gonna start with Sarah though, since she's new.
Alright.
So
Alright, here's your strength, Sarah. We're gonna roll 3d6s to determine how strong you are. A score of 3 to 8 is
okay.
low, 9 to 12 is normal, 13 to 18 is high. So your character has a
Okay.
strength of 4 plus 4 plus 5, 13. She's strong, very strong.
Oh, cool.
Alright, so it's a good start. Next is her intelligence. She has 4 plus 1 plus 6 intelligence. That's 11. So total
Okay.
11 intelligence. It's good. It's decent. Next is wisdom.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Your wisdom though is 6. It's pretty low. It's not super low, but it's low.
Oh,
Next is your dexterity. Your dexterity is 5 plus 4 plus
Ooh.
4, 13.
Ooh.
So it's really good.
Pretty hot.
nice.
So you're strong and fast for sure. Next is your constitution. 5 plus 1
Ooh.
plus 5 is 11. It's decent. Next is your charisma. A 6, a plus a 2, plus a 3, 11 total. Alright, those are pretty decent scores. Nakus, your turn.
Ready.
Your new character has a strength of 5 plus 2 plus 6, which is a total of 13.
W.
Intelligence, 6 plus 2 plus 2, 10.
Okay. Decent.
Wisdom, 2 plus 5 plus 2 is 9.
Yeah.
Dexterity, 5 plus 4
Please.
plus 6, 15.
Yes. Yes, bro.
Both of the
Oh,
characters are
what?
strong and fast. Nice. Constitution, 6 plus 2 plus 6, 14.
Yes, sir, bro. I've been getting better at those higher things.
Charisma, 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7.
Okay.
Okay, class. So Sarah, Next, you're gonna pick a class. This is your set of skills, your role in the party. Players also know this game to be a role-playing game. That means that you play the role of your character. You do your job or part in the game. So there's 7 roles you can pick from, or 7 classes. There's cleric, fighter, magic user, thief, dwarf, elf, and halfling. Between those classes, I would recommend fighter or thief to you because you're very strong and fast. But it's your choice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be a thief.
Thief? Alright, very good choice. Thieves have thief skills which allow them to hunt treasures and monsters most effectively, and in combat they can backstab. You can pretty much do everything you imagine a thief could do in real life, but for adventures, for hunting monsters and treasures. So pickpocketing, hiding in shadows, moving silently, climbing through surfaces, hearing noises, finding and removing traps. Pretty much anything you can imagine a thief should be able to do, they can do it. Naku, next is your turn. You're strong and fast and tough. I recommend
Okay.
fighter, cleric, or sorry, no, fighter, thief, dwarf, or halfling. What's your choice?
I'll go fighter.
Alright, good choice. Hit points is next. Oh, by the way, if you have any questions or concerns at any point, just speak up and I'll try to answer. Okay. So Sarah and Naku, go to your hit points next is how hard you can get hit before you're killed. To give you a reference, the average man
Okay.
only has 2 hit points. The average woman or child has 1 hit point. So if they're hit, they typically killed off the bat. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah.
Sarah, you got 1
So
to
what
4 hit
happens?
points. You gonna roll this? Okay.
Um.
You have a question?
Yeah. What happens when I die? Does the game like end? And
Yes, it ends prematurely. Your story comes to an end and you lose.
okay.
Yeah, so these will help prevent death, but it doesn't guarantee. So it's just a little assistance. But the goal of the game is never to get hit. And if you do get hit, this might save you, but rarely does it do it early on. So, just like
Okay.
in real combat, you don't want to get shot. A shot usually means you will get wounded or killed. That's it.
Okay.
Alright, so you got a 1 hit point. You have no bonus, so you start
Yikes.
with 1. So if you get hit, you'll be killed. So don't
Shit.
make yourself a target. Take cover, hide,
Okay.
right,
Yeah.
and you'll be fine. Naku's turn. You get you're a fighter, so you're kind of like a tank a little bit, right? You're pretty strong. You can take 1 to 8
Yeah.
hit points plus 1 bonus due to your constitution. Starting
Yeah.
with 7 plus 1, 8 hit points.
Yes. Let's go. That deck coming up with armor.
All right, items. So now we're gonna get your armor, equipment, and supplies and weapons. So Sarah, you're gonna start with you. You're gonna write down a list of equipment.
Yeah.
You're gonna start with a set of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
You have a key, so write that as well. And then you're gonna start with a longbow and 20 arrows. It's a very good
Okay.
weapon. Alright, you also start with a light helmet and a bag. So a lightweight helmet and a bag. Okay, you can also start with a 10-foot pole.
10-foot pole.
Yep, use it to detect traps, booby traps. So you got a
Oh,
10-foot
like
pole.
that. Okay.
You've got a tinder box. Use that to start fires. So tinder. Um,
Yeah.
you've got 6 torches.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You've also got um, let's see, a pickaxe, a knife, and let's see. You also start with a flask of oil, and lastly, you'll start with a bandage. Alright, that's all your equipment.
Okay.
Naku's turn.
So
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
can I ask something?
hmm
So if I get hit, is it like I can use the bandage to heal myself?
Yeah, if you're hit in combat, there's a saving throw you have. It's called a saving throw versus death. And if you survive the
Mm.
saving throw, you're wounded instead of killed in action. So you'll be wounded in action, and while you're wounded, you'll be bleeding out to death. A bandage, you can secure your wound,
Oh,
right? Tourniquet yourself or something. Apply first aid.
okay.
So that's all it does. It prevents you from dying. It doesn't heal you. Just like in real life, if I wrap the
Okay.
bandage around my cut off leg, I won't heal from it, but I will stop the
Yeah.
bleeding. Yeah. Let's see. Right. Naku, it's your turn. Okay, so you're starting with a set of clothes on,
Okay.
a light helmet.
Ready?
You also start with. Do you want to have a better missile weapon or better melee? If you want my
Better
recommendation,
melee.
missiles, but okay,
Oh,
melee.
whoa. What's the recommendation? Hold up. My bad.
I always recommend missile weapons, because after all, every character here gets golden glory from hunting monsters, treasures, and bounties. And to be a monster hunter, hunters don't use melee weapons, right? You don't hunt a deer with a
Yeah.
spear. I mean, you could, but it's not as effective as a bow or a rifle, right? So,
Okay. I
do you
might
want
go
the
for missile now.
Okay, because as you saw in previous games, although melee helps, shooting a monster from a distance is way more effective, right? It gives them no
Yeah,
chance to attack you back. You
I
fight with
get
a
you.
spear, they have a chance to kill you now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna get the longbow and 20 arrows. It's super
Okay.
effective. As a fighter, mechanically, you're gonna get two attacks. That's up to 2d8 per
Uh,
round, right? So
yeah. Okay.
versus you
Cool.
got a spear, it's 1d6 per round, and the enemy can attack you still, right? So
Yeah. I learned that was a.
let's get the longbow. It's like a medieval machine gun.
Cool.
Okay. Next, you're gonna have let's see. We'll give you a backpack and 30 pounds of
Okay.
food.
Uh,
And then for your weapon, your melee weapon, you can either have a dagger, a javelin, or a club for your melee weapon.
cool. I'll go for. I never used the club. If I could test it out. Is it like long? Like it does it have range?
The club, it's like a baseball bat,
Mm.
right, with studs at the end, metal studs. You want it?
I'll go. Yeah, I'll try with the club.
All right. So now your characters are ready for the adventure, almost. There's one more step. You're gonna pick a name. So you either can choose your own name, create your own name out of whatever you want, or you can of course get an old school name. So Sarah, what would you like to be called? Do you want a
Yeah,
random name?
just Sarah's fine.
Oh, Sarah is gonna be your player name, so that's gonna be the
Wait,
last name of your
wait.
character.
Okay, what? Okay, do a random name.
Random old school name? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll show you the chart,
Okay.
the possibilities for your name. So this thing builds your
Mm-hmm.
name. It's a chart. We roll to see how many syllables you have. Yours will have two syllables. Now we're gonna see what syllables you get. 95, 20. Alright, so it says your name is gonna be Zolbra. It's Zoll. Okay, so Zollbra. That's how to spell your name. Zolbra. Your old school D&D character's name.
Yes.
And her last name would be Sarah, right? So Zolbra Sarah, or Zolbra of House Zera. Let's see. Naku, you're next. Do you want the old school name too, or do you want to pick it, or create one?
I'll go old school.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up, Alpha?
Alright, it says 56. Right, okay. And
Oh.
54.
Oh, hell yeah.
See what his name is.
Alright, your name is gonna be Farias. So it's
Well,
F-A-R-A-Y-E-S. Farias.
oh, that's pretty hard. I'll take that.
Question DM, is this going to be the same campaign that we've been in, or is it a different one?
Hmm?
Same campaign or different?
Same campaign with... Yeah, it's always the same campaign, but do you mean like where they're
Like,
campaigning?
are
Or
we
base time?
out of Sir Tanky, or are we out of a different location?
We're starting from Sertanki. Brule is in Sertanki.
Okay, I still have my character from last night then.
Okay, Narno, right? Alright, yeah, you're a bit
Hi.
late, but it's okay. Let's see. So we're just getting them ready. So we got Zulbra and Farias, that's it. So I'm just gonna go over your roles real quick. As a thief, your role is to be kind of a scout. You're the best at hunting monsters and treasures due to your skills. You have the ability to backstab monsters, so in combat, try not to fight directly, fight indirectly. Um, and then, of course, your skills, you got a whole list. If you want, just imagine what you could do with a thief, right? They can do it exceptionally well. So, climbing your surfaces, lockpicking, right? Anything you could think a thief could do well, they can do it very well, right? For the fighter, you have a simple skill, right? It's just a fighting skill. You get 2 attacks per round, which is really good. And of course, more hit points slow up a lot faster than the others. Right. Um. Okay. Then we gotta get the old characters ready too. So Brule and Narno. Let's see.
Oh, God.
All right. We're gonna start with Brule. Let's see. So let's get him ready for you.
Am I able
Find
to
a
roll out a
fool.
new character or no, DM?
Sure.
Okay, awesome, perfect. Let me
When you
get
have
my stuff. Uh-huh.
All right.
Take your time.
Brule. Um. Let's see. It looks like
I
you made
think I
no
have money
profit
in
in your last run, sadly. So
it.
there's nothing much you can do at the moment. Do you want to take money out of the bank?
I would like to give him Faraz a little bit more. No, it's okay. I'm good.
All right. So you don't take any money out of the bank, and you're
Yeah.
just ready for the expedition. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. By the way, your food spoiled in the last run, or it was eaten or spoiled. Yeah.
Alright. Let me take this out.
Okay, then let's get Narno ready. Okay, Narno,
Wait,
we'll start with you, and then we'll get you a retainer, and then we'll start the adventure. Sorry, you have a question?
Um, I was wondering if you could roll me a new character for Alpha.
Okay. Yeah, one moment.
Uh-huh.
Um, Sarah, did you have a question?
yeah, I have work in like a few hours, so I can play like 30 minutes or something, but not more than that because otherwise I will have 3 hours of sleep.
Oh shit. Okay. You should just go to sleep then. You can join us next weekend.
Is that fine?
It's fine. Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks for trying.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you.
That's cool.
It's better you say that instead of having your character play and then it dies off or
Yeah,
something.
dropping off
It's
mid-game.
just yeah, it's just easier if you just say that, and it's not a problem with anybody, to be honest.
Yeah, dropping off before the adventure starts. It's fine. Have a good
Yeah,
night
it's cool.
Have
and
a
a good
nice.
week at work. Get some
All
sleep.
right, see you next
Thank
time.
Yeah.
you.
See you
Thank
next time. Alpha, what do you want to do to one of her monsters?
Alright, so Alpha, first let's get your old character ready unless you have nothing to do for him. So that's Narno.
Yeah,
Let's see, did he make any profits in his last run?
he did.
Oh, 155 coppers and 1 experience points, it looks like. Okay, did you want to buy him anything before we make your new character?
No, I think he's fine with what he. You know what? I will buy him a spear,
Okay,
so he has a melee weapon.
good idea. Alright, you're down to 125. Anything else?
That's it.
Did you want to bank your money or you want to keep it on your person?
I'll bank it.
Okay. You know the price change if you bank it, right? Like
Yeah, it's like 10%.
yeah, anytime you take money out,
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
lose 10%.
Yeah, that's fine. So the gold that I put in the bank, right? Does that go to my house? Like, could I withdraw it for any character or no?
Any character of your household that is the heir of Narno. So, Narno's
Okay,
beneficiary
gotcha.
can draw that money out. But of course, only firms are tanky, or the base town of Narno. So, wherever Narno
Yeah.
ends up.
Okay, makes sense.
Alright, so, we're almost ready to set out. Let's see. You gotta get your retainer, and then we'll be ready to push.
Yep.
Let's see what you get. Strength is first. Strength of 8 for your new one.
Okay.
Alright, next. Intelligence is 14. Next is Wisdom. Wisdom is 6.
Okay.
Dexterity is 11.
All right.
Constitution is 13.
Okay.
And Charisma is 15. Looks like maybe
Alrighty.
a magic user type character.
Okay.
Alright, what do you think? What class?
Um. So he would be either a magic user or
Thief.
a thief.
Yeah.
I'll go thief with him.
Alright, hit points 1 to 4. With a +1 bonus due to high constitution. 1 + 1, 2 hit points. Items. He starts with a lot of items. Let's see. Starting with a set of clothes. And a key.
Okay.
Also gonna start with light helmet and gambeson.
All right.
Okay. Also going to start with longbow and 20 arrows.
Okay.
Okay. Also starting with a flaming oil. Alright, and a
Okay.
bag. A 10-foot pole. Tinderbox.
Okay.
6 torches. Alright, that's everything.
Okay.
As for his name,
Perfect.
you want the old school name or you want to pick it?
Old school name.
Alright, we'll run the chart. Let's see what we get. 66. Oh, 69. Okay, 4. 82. Alright, you've got Tasha as your retainer. It's gonna be T-A-S-I-A. Tazia or Tasha, a woman. Alright. That should be it. Let's see, let me get this off the screen. Alright, we're about to ready. Take a 5-minute break. When you come back, we'll start the adventure.
Hey, for what you want to do today, man? It's only two of us, and
Um,
everybody else is really I think they're like demoralized,
I
really.
think yeah, I think they want to go to they want to do like a different campaign in a different location.
I know, but that's like last time we tried that, I think they got TPK.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's it's nothing against random, you know. It's just like a lot of the characters that have been here have died because of him. You know, I mean, like I know he's had
Yeah,
ideas, he's tried to shot call and stuff, but I mean,
it's
you
just
kind of saw what happened last night, you know?
yeah. I've been here for like at least four of them. I understand,
Yeah.
but I don't agree
I'm
with going to a new campaign. Like I don't know, bro. I think we just need somebody else to step up. Maybe I don't know,
like
bro.
we need to fucking if we can get past either the trap pit or fucking the goblins in their little fucking stronghold, you know, do some type of fucking damage to them, or even kill off some rats and
The
fucking get
rat,
their breeding
we
under
we
control. Like
that's like I feel like because we just all we want to do is go in and just start punching stuff. Like we always just want to just go in there killing. We don't
yeah,
actually try to figure it out more so than anything, bro.
yeah, like we need to fucking like we can't just go in and expect to fucking kill everything
And
when it's gonna fucking overpower us. You know what I mean? Like we have to take our
yeah,
time and actually pay attention to the surroundings and shit.
there's so many problems in there. There's not just goblins. There's rats. There's centipedes. There's bats.
There's fucking yeah,
There's
like the bats last night. You know what I mean? Like you know,
yeah,
I know Random was telling me how to shot call and shit, but like with the fucking bats being there, like you know, backing us out of there and fucking getting us away from there, like was probably the smartest fucking thing to do because they would have fucked us up. You know?
yeah. Especially if there was a vampiric one. Uh,
Exactly. So I mean,
I
we could probably try to. I mean, I have my retainer. I don't know if you have a retainer.
have
Um,
to.
you have two. So we have a little fucking party of five. Um,
Do you want to go in the cave and risk a TPK? That's the question. What do you want to do?
I mean, we can. I also have another retainer that's the cousin of the fucking dwarf that I had. You know what I mean? So, um,
I don't know if we can get retainers that like if we one die too. I don't know about that, but I don't think so. But I will say I would rather just like maybe try to find something else to do right now. At least with our numbers, we could try to like find maybe monsters to hunt or maybe like some
yeah,
type of quest.
that's what I was thinking. Like, we could probably pick up a fucking quest that's easy for a small
Yeah,
party of
yeah,
five.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and then
Let's look for a quest.
I'll talk to
Yeah.
Egan and see if I can pull the cousin of Dren, because Dren was my fucking. Did you ever play with my character Dren?
I played with all of everybody's characters. I've seen everybody die besides the Gallus
Okay.
arc of him.
So fucking. So do you know how Dren died?
Did he? Was it the wolf spiders? Was that the arc that happened?
No,
Or
no. So what happened was last week, right? We went
oh
in.
yeah, they
We
shit it
filled the
when the pit
pit.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we fucking filled the pit with logs, and then my character fucking um I
yeah.
guess some explosion happened. Two characters died outright. I got fucked up,
I'm
and
gonna
you know my ribs were all
I'm gonna
broken
tell
and
you how
shit.
that happened. The reason why that happened is because,
Mhm.
like I said, we're always going in there just trying to fight them. We're always going in there so dumb. Even though we
Yeah.
put all the logs in there was oil at the bottom of it, fire. And all they needed is a candle, and then we're up in flames because it was so much. I don't
Exactly.
know. The caves have so many problems. I don't think we can just do it. Like as much as everybody hates dying and hates losing, we can't just go in there just like this and expecting it to be fixed. We have to do it one at a time, I guess.
Yeah.
But we need bigger parties for that. We need more people for that. For now, let's just do a quest.
Yeah, I'm down with just doing a fucking question. I mean, like,
Yeah. Uh, Maybe like a little 5 minute quest. Make sure we look at the details. I don't want to get cooked up.
yeah, no, exactly. Do you want me to call shot call or do you want a shot call?
I mean, we could just bounce it back and forth. I'll let you take the lead, but if I see
Okay.
you needed to, yeah.
Yeah. You know, and I'm not. I like. I've seen some shot callers where like they just call the like all the shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, if people have opinions and stuff, or they see something that I missed, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say nah, shut the fuck up, and like this is what we're doing now. Like people's opinions and voices matter. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's how like the random how he plays is very this is
aggressive.
a yeah it's not bad but it's very just like it's aggressive and like there's things he overlooks. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like his play style is very aggressive. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing wrong with it. It's just sometimes you
Yeah,
need a more gentle approach to fucking to things.
yeah. Especially when we're trying to ease in new players. I know I wouldn't really like getting barked at when I'm just trying to play a game.
Exactly. Like he was trying to tell me to get a fucking floating disc as a spell. I was like, nah, bro. Like it's my character. Like you don't have to deal with floating disc. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm gonna get the spells that I think would fucking benefit my character. You know?
yeah. I get what you mean.
All right,
So yeah, let's run a quest.
a break is
Yeah,
over.
we
Let's
can do that
begin.
though. Okay, awesome. We're in Sertanki, right? We're gonna look around to see if we can find a quest for us five adventurers. Before we do that though, DM, is there a way that I could talk to Dren's cousin? What was his name? Uh, I had him. Uh,
Let me see. Was he a
he was he
mage?
was no, he was a dwarf. He was a dwarf too.
Oof.
Um, where the hell's he at? I gotta wrote him down. What the fuck? But I was gonna see if I could talk to Dren's cousin, who was a dwarf, to see if I can convince him to join us.
All right, we'll be able to find him. First step is, do you know his name?
His name was. Is he here, dwarf? Admer.
Edmer? Okay, we'll see if he's
Yeah.
still alive and around. So,
He should have got out. The only one that died was Dren, and Admer was with the party when they all got out.
okay,
Yeah.
I'll look at the notes, see if he's still alive. Do you remember when his last expedition took place?
When Dren died last week.
Okay, not too long ago, I suppose.
Yeah, when he died in the pit, trying to crawl out.
Goblins blowing us up, hitting on people.
Hmm.
Hate them.
Let's see when Brew died, Seb died, Talbot died, Tanos died, Bruce died, Behoner died. Let's see. Oh, here's Dren. See him.
Oh yeah, Alpha, what spells do you have?
I have
Alright, yeah, he died in September. It's currently
Oh, Admer
November.
died?
No, Dren. Let's see.
Okay,
Oh,
Admer
yeah.
damn.
survived the expedition. He made it out.
Yeah.
Alright, so imagine it's currently the middle of November of year 15. The year's coming to an end, and it's winter. The winter months of Zertanki, or the swamplands, is heavily um, it has heavy precipitation. It's raining really heavily. It's thundering. It's constantly storming in the winter months. Um, During the summer months, of course, it's very hot and humid and dry in the swamps. But during the winter months, it's very just wet and cold. All right, tons of rain. It's miserable out here in the camp of Sertanki. You're in the campgrounds at your own personal party camp. Your party camp consists of just a bonfire, um, covered by some shrubberies and such to keep the water or the fire from going out. Um, you got the woodland shelter made out of the surrounding landscape, of course, just wood and fair, wood and leaves and such. And you're just resting there. Where do you want to go to? How do you want to find this Edmer guy? Do you want to ask
Uh,
around or?
yeah, I'm gonna ask around, see if I can find him.
All right. So Narno, uh, where would you want to begin? Do you want to just start in the camping grounds? Just ask fellow campers if they've seen Edmer around.
Yeah.
All right. So you ask around for Edmer. You going alone or are we staying at the party this evening?
We could stay as a party. Shouldn't be too difficult.
All right. So it's evening in the Camp Zertenki Western Front settlement, right? Frontier settlement. You guys left your party camp, walk around the campgrounds. Many other campers here consist of mostly either soldiers or adventurers, and a small percentage are just civilians, like merchants and such, tradesmen. So, what kind of camp do you want to approach? An adventurers camp, mercenary camp, right? Or do you want to approach like some of the soldiers, the guard camps here, stationed
Uh,
throughout
I,
Zertenki?
I'll go adventurers camp first.
Alright, so these guys are maybe a bit more friendlier. The soldiers, of course, um, they have strict rules on who they talk to and how they conduct themselves. But you approach a party of adventurers near your camp. This party has about, let's see how many they got. It's a party of 5 total in this party of adventurers. Right, there's several adventure camps here in Sertenki. About 3. There's our party, of course, the guard, and then there's 2 others. So this is one of the others. It's a smaller party. Their campsite doesn't consist of much either. Just a large open fire, a few woodland shelters, and 5 members. Half of them are injured or resting. The other half, about 2 of them, are awake at their campfire. So you approach them. It's just the 4 of you, and they kind of see you approach. How do you want to approach them?
I'm gonna approach them in a friendly manner.
Okay, you're friendly. You walk over to them. You smile, right? And the one that sees you just kind of coughs and grins, right? Uh, and the other one grimaces. He looks angry um, or bothered. The one that's bothered walks away, but the one that grins at you says, "Welcome. How can I help you?"
Yeah, I'm looking for a dwarf named Anmer. I don't know if you've seen him.
Edmer. Hmm. Edmer. No, I can't recall any Edmers. But dwarves, there's a decent amount of dwarves at your camp over there. He points in your direction. And your camp, your personal camp is not very large, but the party's camp, the guards' camp is pretty large. Or a good deal of adventurers in the reserves. Lots of them are wounded, resting. At least a dozen or two. 2 dozen. A dozen to 2 dozen adventurers there. These are just PCs that are not playing right now. So, mostly consisting of the ones who recently adventured. So, they're there at the camp, resting or recovering.
Okay. Yeah, I will. We will make our way to that direction where they pointed us to and see if we can find Anmer there.
Right. So your party of 4 make your way back to your camp. One of the larger camps here. It's the larger camps that your camp branches off from. So the party's, I guess the reserve party's camp. You walk into it, you see Elvin veteran Yasun camping here. He's one of the only ones awake at the moment. And everyone else is just kind of busy resting or taking care of other business. But Yasun's the only one at the campfire at the moment you can talk to.
Okay. I will talk to him and see if he knows Anmer or if he's seen him.
Yasun looks at you. Admer. Admer.
Yeah.
What does he look like?
He's a dwarf. He was very short. He carries with him a gambeson, a light helmet, and a spear and shield for the most part.
A stinking dwarf, huh? Well, hmm, hmm.
So
He
that
just
he
wastes your
might be
time and
here.
thinks. Let me think some more. Hmm.
I'm gonna give him 5 copper to persuade him to think a little harder.
5 coppers. Gladly. He takes your money and says, I don't know where Admiral is, but I can help you find him.
Yeah, any help would be greatly appreciated.
Alright, I'll keep my ears open for him. My ears are pretty big. He soon touches his long ears.
Okay.
Okay, you
Um,
lost 5 coppers, sadly.
that's fine. And so this was the so we went to the adventures. This camp was which one? The group that we came to?
Uh, this is the camp of the guard. The guard is adventurers that we play as, so they're not NPCs. Or they're NPCs at the moment, but you're at the largest camp in Sertanki, the camp of the guard, or Sertanki's adventuring guard.
Okay.
There's that, and
Um,
there's of course, yeah. So this is the main guard.
what other locations are there that I could check for him?
There's one more camp you can check, which is the mercenary camp. Also kind
Okay,
of
I'll check.
adventurous, but for wilderness.
Yeah, I'll check the mercenary camp. Hopefully he's there.
Alright, Zertenki's mercenary camp. So we visited Zertenki's um, visitor camp, which just had 5 adventurers there visiting. We checked the guard camp, and only one person's really awake. There's one more, she's new, but she's about to head to bed. And then, of course, you try the final camp, the mercenary camp. A bunch of rugged men in gambesons, helmets, and such. Uh, always kind of a rowdy bunch here. You approach the camp, there's a lot of them. At least a dozen of them are awake at this time. They're all very loud and making lots of noise, drinking, and who would you like to approach this camp? There's a campfire where majority of them are, but around the campfire there's many different activities that the others are doing, such as repairing armor, um, drinking, gambling. What would you like to do?
Um, I'll approach someone that looks like they're in charge.
Okay, so you can see at the campfire there are some older men. Uh, they look to be looking over maps and discussing. So they seem the most serious among the crowd. Maybe they might be in charge.
Okay.
You want to try them?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, you walk into the camp, and before you can go very far, a couple of mercenaries get up from where they were watching you. You didn't really notice them at first, but they have crossbows. Halt! State your business and who are you?
Um, I am looking for um uh, the cousin of an old friend of mine, and my name is um. Fuck. How did I spell my name? Sorry.
The guard gets a bit nervous, right?
Uh, Narnon.
Narnon. So you say. Well, Narnon, we're not taking any visitors at this time, especially ones that don't know who they are. You can move on. It's pretty late.
Well,
It's past in the morning.
I was just looking for some, for like I said, I was looking for a friend of mine. Um, I'm willing to pay for any information. Um, I knew his cousin, like I said, and I know his cousin had gone out on an adventure, and I had heard that he had passed away, and I wanted to pay my regards to him and see if he would be willing to assist us in possibly getting revenge for his cousin's death.
What's your charisma?
My charisma is 4.
4. -2, +1 for good reason, and +1 for lawful status. So that negates it. It's an 8. He's uncertain what to do with you. He's just here. At the very least, I'll keep an ear open. What's your cousin's name?
His name is Admer.
Edmer.
He's a dwarf.
He looks at the other guard. The other guard nods. I've heard of Edmer. He's not here, but he's retired from adventuring. I think I've met him on watch once. Uh, Admiral Dwarf of House Alpha. Admiral
Yes,
Alpha.
that would be him.
Yeah, he's currently retired. He works shifts at the walls. He's one of Zutenki's wall guards at the moment. He's retired, and that's his new job.
Okay. Well, thank you for the information,
Best of luck.
and thank you. And so, yeah, so we'll try to make our ways to the walls real quick and see if we can find him, and hopefully try to persuade him to join us. If not, then we'll head out.
Okay. So you know Camp Zutenki's frontier encampment, and the surroundings are mainly just campgrounds. It's mostly campgrounds. The campers themselves defend the campsite, but past that, what kind of is the main defense outside or on the perimeter is the trenches, right, and all these wooden palisades or wooden stake
Yeah.
walls. So that's what the main, or the at least the first layer of defense is: the stake walls, the trenches, and of course all the military encampments, which are mainly consisting of tents, either tents, hideouts, or uh, bunkers, pretty much in the trenches. So other than that, past that, in the center, the more important areas would be the markets and all the other buildings for workshops and storehouses. And the very center is, of course, Fort Sertenki itself. The very middle, or the heart of Camp Sertenki, is Fort Sertenki. That's a wooden wall. Only the best guards guard that position, right? So the most important guards and most elite guards are on that position for the most part. Not always, but
Okay.
there are some elite guards on the outer walls too. So
Okay.
your dwarf cousin was probably one of the low guards, right? Because he's a level 1 dwarf veteran. So you might find them, or you might ask for him at any outpost. There's an outpost to the south. There's an outpost on every side of Camp Sertenki, but the smallest outpost is to the east. The largest outpost is to the west. Okay. Which outpost would you like to visit? And there's of course the fort itself, but only a few people can enter the fort. With special permission.
I would make my way to the east first.
Alright, the smallest one. This is the visitors entrance. It's the least secure due to the fact that the east, far to the east, there's of course open grasslands, and we can see for miles around. Right, it's not a very dangerous position to guard. This side consists of course a stake wall, or yeah, stake wall, trenches, and there's 3 small outposts here. There's the gate outpost, which is in the center, and there are 5 corner outposts, which are north and south along the east side of Camp Sertenki. So the gate outpost is probably the largest one. This is the one that allows people to enter the camp from the east. You probably will go to this one.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll make my way there.
So when you approach this outpost, you see it consists of course, there's like a barracks within, of course, the walls. There's the gate itself, a small training ground not far from it, store huts, stables, and there's of course kind of a small headquarters connected to the gate as well. So the gate has connected to it 2 buildings, which is the barracks, a small building, and then of course a small like office or headquarters building. The office where you can meet with us. The gate guards, I guess, sergeant or captain. So you
Okay.
approach this one probably,
Yeah.
and you see a few guards here on shift, right? There's only one guard next to the door of the headquarters area, right? He asks, of course, who you are and what your business is at this time of day, right? It's evening hours.
Tell him that my name is Naram. Narnum, sorry.
No, yeah.
Narno, Jesus. And I'm gonna tell him that I'm looking for Admer, a dwarven fighter.
Man, we've been sitting the whole time looking for this guy, bro. We ain't
All right.
even going to adventure yet.
The guard
I
says,
don't.
he says, all right, your name is Nono, and you're looking for Admiral. I'll let my
Yes.
corporal know. And he goes into the building for a moment, calls out, and then eventually another soldier exits, right? Um, asks, same thing kind of, what you're doing. He doesn't ask who you are though. So he says, who exactly are you looking for? Admiral, this veteran?
Yes, I'm looking for Anwar, the veteran. I knew his cousin, and I wanted to see if he would be willing to go on an adventure with us to get revenge for his cousin's death.
Alright. Well, we're on night shift duty right now, or we're about to change shifts, but if you want, tomorrow morning, we can probably have someone help you find Admiral.
Okay, well, if you can let him know that I was looking for him, and next time I'm back in camp, if he can stick me out, I would greatly appreciate it.
Very well. Just come back here in the morning, and if we see an Admiral, we'll let him know. But come back in the morning, we can maybe get you someone to help you find your who is this? Your cousin? Your brother?
He is
Friend?
a friend.
A friend.
Yes.
Very well. We'll get you someone to help you find your Admiral. Have a good night.
Oh, thank you.
Alright. He returns to the building, and you're free to go. Okay, so you guys are in the streets of Sertanki's camp still, or on the road? You're on the east side. You want to go back to the campgrounds or somewhere else?
So the campgrounds, to see if we can hear any rumors of like any trouble or anything nearby that we could take care of as a small party.
The campgrounds or the adventurers or, I mean, the campers, settlers of Sertanki are resting this evening. So you might not hear much there. You might go visit the center areas where there's buildings or industry. There is the tavern here in Sertanki. No longer is there just an outdoor tavern. It's evolved into an actual tavern now. So
Okay. Would we know if the tavern's open at this time of night?
it's definitely open at night.
Okay. Yeah, we'll make our way to the tavern then, because that's a good place to get some information for a quest.
Alright then.
Very
So we'll
cool.
head to the tavern. Okay, so you visit the tavern here. It's partially outdoors and partially indoors. Tavern is like a 30-foot by 60-foot building, and then there's uh, all around it are different areas like stables or an outdoor bar area, an eatery area, and finally a rest area, like a restroom area where you can take your shits and pisses. So those are the four areas surrounding the tavern itself, and then inside the tavern, of course, there's a lot more. You want to go inside, or you want to visit the outside parts first?
We'll go inside because I feel like there would be more information inside.
All right. On your way toward the entrance, just outside the tavern, there's not much here. It's mostly clear, if anything, except a few visitors just chilling outside, or patrons. You can see about three groups of people here. Right outside the door, there's just two guards, and then past them along the walls, there's a few drunk friends, right? Looks like they're just friends having a good time talking. And past them, you can see further east of the entrance, there's just one lonely drunkard. That's about it.
Okay.
You walk inside the building, and you can see the bar, you can see the common area, nice warm fire not far away, a stair leading up and down, up into a smaller portion. You saw a tower structure on the very top of it. It probably will lead into the bedrooms of those who work here. The stairs are blocked off, there's a gate, and then there's a stair that leads downstairs to probably into the cellar. The stairs are close to the bar. Otherwise, of course, there's the common area you're allowed to be in. So, or the bar. The common area, if you're interested, has tables, has just there's a total of two large tables, and along the walls there are chairs and counters. There's the fireplace area where there are more chairs. There's between the table areas and the fireplace areas, it's just an open space for people to hang out or dance. Um, that's pretty much it. There's the bar, of course, too.
We'll make our way to the barkeep and ask them if they've heard of any rumors or jobs nearby.
All right. Well, it's a busy night. Let's see how many people are at the bar. Okay. So at the moment, you're lucky. There's only one person in line at the bar. He's ordering a drink right now. The barkeep is getting them a drink. They're pouring it. He gets it and walks away. The barkeep calls you over. All right. How can I help you gentlemen today? This evening?
We're interested in seeing if you heard of any rumors or any people that needed help with a quest that we could handle for a small adventuring group such as ours.
Oh, you're looking for work. Adventuring work.
Yeah.
A few people I've visited recently looking for workers. Right, if you're interested, I have a few jobs available. Here we are. He pulls out from under the counter a few contracts written on paper. Let's see, are these contracts written by ink? Let's see. He reads them over to you. He says, looks like this one here. It's a offer to escort caravans east to Gagevzi through the mountain route. But I've heard lately most groups have been traveling there. Haven't really made it. I haven't really heard any of them making it there. Um, in fact, a recent group of adventurers set out for Gagevzi about last week, 2 weeks ago maybe. I don't know if they ever made it to Gagevzi, but I doubt it. It's been very dangerous. The route has been extremely dangerous for most. I would not recommend this job, but it pays well. He shows you the contract and it says that per day you will be paid 1 silver. At the end of the contract, you will be paid a total of double the amount it took to get you there, or get the deliver the caravan there. So typically it will take 2 days. So you're promised 2 silvers and an additional 2 silvers upon arriving. So per day it's 1 silver. So if you get there later, there's no the max pay is 4, and they're also gonna pay you for any monsters you kill along the way.
Wait. So we're going to
You're gonna escort a
where?
caravan. That's one job. The next
Okay.
job is you can join the siege camp in Castor and Ebestur under the command of under the command of Sir Tanky. So you won't be there as freelance adventurers. You'll have actual tasks and duties at the camp, and jobs to do at the camp, right? So you would be like the soldiers there, either on guard duty, patrols, or actually besieging the castle ruins under the command of Camp Sir Tanky, right? They'll give you small missions to do, right? You'll be paid your wages. It's about maybe 1 silver a day, so it's a pretty good wage. Most workers get 1 silver a week, right? So those soldiers make about 1 silver a day, depending on what they do. If they're actively working or in treacherous conditions, they might even get paid double, 2 silvers a day.
Okay. And how much is the escort job paying?
The escort job pays 1 silver a day, and then 2 silvers upon arriving, because it's a 2-day trip to Gagefsi, typically, on foot. So it's 1 silver
A
a day
day and then 2 silver.
upon arriving in Gagefsi, where you'll drop off the caravan. So it's for each person though. That's the thing. So that's why it might
Oh.
sound small, but for a large group, which is what they're looking for, it's a pretty decent amount. They're looking for at least a crew of 6 at the very least. That means that they're
Okay.
paying a total of 24 silvers, which is a lot of money.
Okay. So and then so far we have 4 people.
Yeah, they want at least 6.
Oh no, we have 5. Because he has his 2 retainers. That's 3, and then me and mine.
Yeah.
If I can find what's his name, if I can find Admer, we could probably do that, and we'll be at our 6.
I'm down, but I mean, the chances of us finding them, I don't think it's just gonna happen this session. Maybe.
There's one
Well,
more
we know.
job here.
Oh, there's
Okay,
more.
what's the other job? So that's the escort. And then you said guards get paid how much? 1 silver a day.
1 silver a day per their if they're doing work, of course, 1 silver a day. If they're doing difficult work, very difficult work, right? Hazardous duty pay, they'll get the double, 2 silver a day. But there's one more contract available. It's a bounty contract. There's pretty much bounty contract on an orc war camp to the southwest of Camp Sertanki. If you can destroy it, the price is very high, right, on his war camp. This is actually a contract from the Lord Sertanki himself for mercenary warbands, right? If your warband can take down this orc warband or war camp being built to the southwest, if you can raid it, take it down. So set it on fire and just burn everything. Just drive them off, right? Clear the camp out. Payment's really good. It says, let's see, to destroy the camp you would be paid 100 silvers. It's a war camp of at least a dozen orcs to the southwest. It's been scouted out and spotted. So there are multiple war camps out there. The small ones are worth 100 silvers each.
Ooh.
There's one
So
large
there's at
one,
least
but there's not
12?
expecting you to take down a large war camp. A large war camp would consist of like 60 or hundreds of orcs, right? But a small war camp, which consists of maybe a dozen orcs, maybe a little more or less. Small war camps, you get 100 silvers for taking one down.
Shit. That's tempting, but I don't think we have the numbers for it right now.
But you'll
We
need
have more mages.
mounts, right? You'll need to create a warband, so mounts will get you there and let you raid the camp, right?
Mm.
You would run
And
into
it's
the
a
camp,
dozen?
drop torches on them. Yeah. There's
Fuck.
each camp consists of around a dozen to 2 dozen orcs, is what's been reported. So the small, basically orc outposts, right? They're building orc outposts to the southwest, and then of course there's the orc lair, which is the actual like orc fortress, right? That one's not listed because that would be in something Sertanki itself has to deal with. But war camps, just the campsites, can be taken down easily. You run in there,
See,
kill some orcs, set their camps on fire, and run out.
We could, if we do that, we could probably shoot some arrows, light the arrows on fire. We could do it at nighttime. Light some arrows on fire, shoot them into the camp, and their camp would catch fire. It would catch them by surprise.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
mean, we could do that.
And then I do have my spell. The what's it called?
Do you have any what spell do you have? Sleep or like it light? Do you have anything like
you
that?
I have
gotta be-
ventriloquist.
You gotta
I have
understand that you'll be
ventriloquism.
moving into orc territory. That means there'll be
Yeah,
orc
wait.
patrols, right? Keeping anyone from getting close to their campgrounds to attack their campgrounds.
Maybe we shouldn't do it. I don't know if we have the numbers for it right
Orc
now.
lands.
okay.
And orcs
Yes,
ride
because-
wolves, right? Orc riders and such. And have
Oh, they ride
augurs
wolves?
and such,
Really?
right? For their
Fucking-
tanks. Yeah, it's very
That's fucking
dangerous to go
sick.
to orc lands.
So
So
Yeah.
humans, of course, have mounts, like horses, wagons, and such.
Oh, they're pretty advanced too. I don't think we should fight them.
yeah.
So I mean, the best bet is probably trying to find Anmer and doing the escort job, and we'll get paid essentially 4 silver a person.
Okay, I'm down to try. I'm just also saying that like it depends on if we actually get to
Yeah.
find them. If we don't
'Cause we
find
just
them,
need-
we don't do it.
Yeah, because we just need one more person, right? If we don't find him, worst comes to worst, we could just do guard duty, and we'll still get paid a silver, a day. And it is nighttime, so it's already nighttime, so we might be able to find him the following day, and if we do, then we can accept the escort quest.
Okay. Well, you want to spend this night or this day trying to find them, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to waste a lot of time on just trying to find a retainer though, but I'm down. Okay.
So guard duty at the siege camp pays really well, right? It's a silver a day. That's at like war territory, right? If you do guard duty in Sertanki, it's 1 copper a day, right? So it takes you a week to make 1 silver. Because these guards are like reserves, right? Like there's nothing dangerous happening here. It's peacetime.
Yeah.
So the guys who are on the front
Okay.
lines at the siege camp in Sertanki, those guys are under threat 24/7, right? To get the silver a day.
Okay. We'll spend one more day here to try to find Anmer. If not, then we can probably go to camp and take up guard there, so we can at least get that silver a day.
Okay. All right. So today, of course, it's still evening. You're just thinking about what job to take in the morning, right? Because you're currently unemployed. Let's see. By the way, in our party we have Narno, Tasha, Abrul, for Reyes, and there's one more, right? Abrul, who's your other retainer? Your first one, original one. His name was start with the H, I think.
But I disconnected. I'm bad.
Who's your other retainer? Abrul.
Oh, I have Hargith and
Oh,
I
that's the
have
one.
Farad.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hargith, Far Reyes.
For Reyes, okay, my bad. I gotta get used to do so.
All right, Hargith is a thief, right?
Yeah, he's a thief.
Nice. So we got 2 scouts, 2 footmen, and 1 mage, right? 1 magic user. Pretty good. Alright, you guys want to keep trying to find Edmer in the tavern? He's probably
No,
working at
so
this time.
I, um, we'll sleep for the night. We'll get a room for the night. Um, and then the following day we'll make our way back to the gate to see if they found him or if they can point us to which location he would be taking guard at.
Okay. Do you want to rest here at the tavern for the night?
Yeah, how much would it be for 1 room or how many rooms would we need for 4 people? 5 people?
You can't really sleep here. There's no inn, but you can rest here at the tavern, like the common area. So,
Okay. Yeah. We'll rest in the common area.
okay. So as long as you don't look homeless, you can kind of snooze or fall asleep, go drunk. But they'll eventually kick you out by the morning so they can clean up the place. But you can stay here all night if you really wanted to, because the tavern's open from evening, or it's open 24/7. They have different shifts, but naturally people get drunk and pass out here. So if you want, you can just pass out here too.
Yeah.
Naturally, if you're causing any issues, they'll throw you out. So you guys just take a seat somewhere in the tavern and stay a night
Yeah,
at the
and then
bar.
we would be good patrons, order some drinks and some food and stuff so that they see we're at least
Yeah.
contributing to the business.
Mhm. Okay. So it's nice and warm here. It's cozy. You get some food and drinks. Um, let's see. If you want a meal here, costs 1 copper for a meal. It's 1 pound of nice cooked food. It's a single meal. And if you want a round of drinks, you can get watered down ale for 1 copper, 3 watered down ales, or you can get the nice ale for 1 copper. So if you want to drink as a group, which is there's 5 of you, you have to get 2 rounds of drinks, 2 rounds of watered down ale maybe, right? Or drinks. Um, it would only cost 2 coppers for a round of drinks to feed all of you. And then if you want to feed everyone in the party a nice meal, it would cost 1 copper. If you're just getting snacks or like appetizers for everyone, it would be a lot less. So what would you like to order at the tavern tonight?
I'll get us a drink and food for everybody. I'll pay for it.
You'll pay for it, Nando? Okay. So you're very
Yeah.
generous. The party is, especially the retainers, are happy, right? Very happy. Because there's free food and drinks. What kind of drinks do you want to get? There's beer, there's low beer, or there's normal beer, there's cheap beer, there's expensive beer. Or do you want wine or ale?
Um,
I meant wine or liquor. That's also available.
I'll get some ale for us.
Yeah, so ale would be considered, I would say, like beer level price. Maybe the more finer beers. So it would cost.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me check the price real quick. Naturally, buying it here is more expensive because of service fee versus buying it in the markets. Alright, so beer. I would say ale is like I think ale is a better beer. Or is it normal? Is it about the same as normal beer? Let me double check.
I think ale would be a little more pricey than beer.
Yeah, I think it is too.
This ale's more fermented and it's a little stronger.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so in that case, the ale is a bit more expensive. Because of that, it's gonna be probably like so. Usually, here they sell 5 pints or basically like a pitcher of beer for 2 coppers, but a pitcher of ale will cost double. So 4 coppers for a pitcher of ale. That's 5 pints of ale, which is the perfect amount. It gives everyone 1 pint. So a pitcher serves 5 pints. Um, it will cost 4 coppers for that for a round of drinks. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so 4 coppers, and then the food. You want to buy everyone a nice warm meal, pay for one meal.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone picks out their meals. The normal meals, normal meal sets cost 1 copper. It's pretty cheap. That's a pound of meal. So, whether you get chicken, steak, right? Steak might be more expensive. You might get a small steak or a fattier piece of steak for less money. But anyway, you get everyone a normal meal here at the tavern. The food is pretty decent here. This costs another 5 coppers, so you're at minus 14 total from this expedition. And morale's pretty high among the retainers at least. +1 morale. Okay. So your men bond, right? They enjoy their meals, they talk about life and where they want to go. You want to talk about anything with your men this evening?
Um, I would tell them about the because one of my retainers is. I would tell them about the adventure we had a few days ago.
Alright. Tell them about it. Anything in particular you want to talk about when you tell them?
Tell them about the how we're trying to clear out these goblins from um, this stronghold that they're hidden in. Nothing too crazy. I wouldn't want to scare them away.
Alright, so you tell them about the objective, what your goals are for this party.
Yeah.
And they nod and agree. Most of them are on board with it. They're ready to slice some orcs, some goblins. Aru, do you want to talk about anything this evening?
No, not really. I'm just here.
Alright, you enjoy your food, your drinks, your company. The night passes, the morning comes. You have breakfast at the free food line if you'd like, outside of the tavern naturally. So there's a free food line for all campers, right, who pay their due. So, do you guys want to visit it? Or do you guys want to eat here at the tavern? The free food line, it doesn't taste very good, but it feeds you.
Yeah, we could eat here.
Okay. So you eat the free food. Also, you guys have 1 meal ticket left. You get meal tickets from working here at Camp Sertanki. You get 3 of them for working 8 hours at any of the Camp Sertanki's works or jobs. Just the normal jobs. Most normal jobs give you meal tickets and some payment too. Usually a copper piece a day and 3 meal tickets to pay for your meals. So you have 1 copper to spend on anything you want. Some jobs are really bad though and only give you meal tickets or only give you a copper, which pays for your meals. So the good ones
Okay.
give you basically two coppers worth of payment, right? Some of it's in the form of food and some of it's in the form of money. So, alright. So you guys get your spend your last meal tickets here. You spent yesterday, or actually you have 2 meal tickets left. Every adventure you start off with 3 meal tickets. So you spent one last night for dinner, I suppose. You had a second dinner at the tavern. Today you spend your breakfast meal ticket, and you get your meals here. It's a free meal, and Sertanki consists of just soup and yeah, just soup pretty much. Piece of cheese and bread. That's about it. All right. After this, you're free to do as you like. It's 0800. How do you want to start this day off?
I we could make our way to the gate to see if they were able to track down Hanmer.
All right. You make a visit to the East Gate again.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're gonna visit the quarters here. All right. Upon arriving, there's a new shift, of course, new guards. This is the day shift. You ask about Edmer, and the guard just or lets you through to talk to um, a corporal of the guard, and the corporal of the guard here tells you he has no idea what you're talking about, right? It's like, Elmer, what?
Okay. I would tell him that yeah, we were told that he might be he was guarding he was helping guard the gates, but I wasn't really told what um side of the gates he was guarding. So we're kind of making our rounds to try to find him.
I see, I see. You're looking for an Admiral. May I ask if you're alright with it? What reason do you have of looking for this Admiral? Because if he's on duty right now, he can't really get off unless he's on his off time. But I can maybe
Well,
direct you to him.
he's the cousin of one of my close friends that died on an adventure, and I know he was with him, and I wanted to talk to him to see what happened and to see if he would be willing to go with us to possibly get revenge
Right.
and
Oh, I see.
maybe retrieve his cousin.
This sounds pretty personal. One moment, please. He goes into the back and brings you a guard. This man here, he will take you there. He'll take you to this Admiral. And he looks at
Thank
the
you.
guard. You're gonna help him find Admiral, right? The guard nods. It looks like a fresh recruit. He's really tired looking, right? He maybe does not used to, of course, the shifts that the guards have to take every day. So he walks out with you and says, tells you his name. He's a new gate guard. Let's see. And then his name is, he is Jenik. So he says, my name is Jenik, uh, and I suppose I will help you find your Admiral.
Okay. Do you have any idea of which gate he might be guarding at?
Well, you said your friend or your family friend is a dwarf?
Yes.
Do you know do you know his position as in the guard, or do you just know he's in the guard, the gate
I
guard?
was just told that he was in the guard, and he was helping guard the gate. That's all the information I was given at one of the mercenary camps
We
from
gotta
what that they have heard.
very well. We'll pay a visit to the west gate. Most adventuring types that join the guard are brought to the gate due to their experience. The western gate. West gate sees the most activity, so I'll take you there.
Okay.
All right. He takes you to the western gate all the way through Camp Sertanki. And the west gate usually, of course, is sometimes harassed or sent on patrols to make sure that no raiders are approaching the side of the fort or Camp Sertanki. So when you get there, of course, he has you guys visit the quarters. Um, he talks to them, and when he returns, he tells you that Admir's currently not on duty, actually, so you're in luck. He's actually a night shift guard due to his dwarven abilities to see well at night. So during the day, he's sleeping, and during the evening, he's free to do as he wants. Um, but he tells you that Admir can be found in the barracks, and they're getting him right now. They're waking him up right now. So eventually, you guys see Admiral walk out of the barracks. He doesn't really know who Narno is, but he knows that Narno's a family friend or of the same household. So when he sees you, he's just confused. He's like, "Oh, good morning, Narno. It's been a while. What?
So old friend. Um. So I had heard that you were with your cousin um when he was killed last time you guys set out.
Poor old Dren. Didn't stand a
Yeah.
chance among the leadership there."
Well, I decided that, I wanted to come speak to you and see if you were willing to come out with us and possibly help us retrieve him and get revenge on the bastards that killed him.
So you do stir him up a bit. You see his face redden a bit. He's not
Of course,
exactly happy
you're
that you're here, but because he's been recovering from the experience. But at the same time, when you bring up revenge, it kind of fills his spirit, right? Kind of makes him mad. He says, well, of course I want revenge for my cousin, for our family. But I'm not going to get myself killed. I'm not going to die for nothing. So unless we are prepared and we have everything we need to succeed, I will not be going anytime soon.
Well, perhaps you could help us in acquiring the equipment that we need. You see, we're not going straight back right away. We were thinking of escorting a caravan 2 days from here, and the pay would be good, and that would put us in the right direction to acquiring the funds that we need for better equipment for you, myself, and everybody who would be adventuring with us back into, um, you know. And then I won't mention the Dren died, but he gets the gist.
You said what? I didn't hear you.
Alright, well, I'm somewhat busy with work right now, and I haven't slept. But, listen here. Best of luck with your mission with the caravan. If you come back here, well equipped and ready with a good plan, I'll be ready for revenge. But I'm not doing anything else until I see a party ready enough or if I become ready enough to get revenge for Dren and everyone else that died at that forsaken ruin.
How much does the guard pay you to guard this gate here
I get
a
double
day?
wages due to my abilities to see well at dark or in the night, and due to my experience. So I be paid 2 coppers a night.
2 coppers a night.
You know, it's decent pay for what I do.
What if I paid you double that, and then you got a silver a day for helping us escort this caravan? So you would be getting, it's a 2 day travel, so you'd be getting 2 silvers for the 2 days. And then on top of that, once we get to the location, it's an additional 2 silver. Plus, I would be paying you 4 copper a day. So you'd be getting 8 copper for helping us. On
That's
top
quite a
of
bit of money. I'm
the pay.
surprised you found a deal like that. Most caravans don't pay that much. Most caravans get killed out there.
Yeah. Well, we are missing one person, and I figured I'd come to talk to you first, to see if you would be willing to come with us.
Very well. Let me ask permission to be relieved of my duty here. If it's all well, you can see me in the morning tomorrow. But I'm gonna get permission now. I'll get some rest, and I'll see you tomorrow morning if everything goes well. Do we have a deal?
Yeah.
All right. See you soon, Arno. He shakes their hand.
Okay.
All right. He goes back
Let's
into the
shake his hand.
barracks. So tomorrow morning you'll get him if you wait.
Yeah. We can wait one more day. We will make our way to the caravan and let them know that we have a 6th person coming with us, so we can lock that quest in.
All right. The caravan. Well, the notice was of course at the tavern, but the caravan's actually in the market. You haven't actually accepted the contract or talked to the actual employers of the caravan, right? So you visit the markets for that. All right. When you go to the markets, you visit the caravan in the markets. It's a large caravan, but naturally only one caravan master is actually looking for a small group because he has a small cargo. When you go to this caravan master, the one looking for the party of 6 that you've asked around for, he comes to greet you, right? Let's see what kind of person he is real quick. Alright. Your employer is robed. He's an old man selling certain kinds of wares, particularly medicinal herbs and such. His herbs or his cargo is pretty lightweight due to that. Therefore, he only needs a pack mule. He comes to meet you and says, "Oh, so glad you're here. I've been waiting at least 2 weeks for any group to join me and take me to Gargevsi. No one's willing to go there these days.
Why is that?
Who knows? Afraid of a flying reptile, I suppose, or a few wild dogs. Anyway, I pay well, trust me, and I do feed my men too. You'll be well fed, and in fact, I know how to treat
Why
wounds.
we're here?
I'm an herbalist, so take me to Gargevsi, and you'll be paid handsomely. Do we have a deal?
Yes, if you don't mind waiting one additional day, we have our sixth member joining us in the morning. He's actually with the city guard right now and requesting a leave of absence so he can join us.
Just a day? No problem.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for
one day.
weeks. See you tomorrow morning
Okay.
then. He shakes your
Okay.
hand,
Yeah.
you sign a contract, you meet with the local legal official to make sure this caravan can see the faces of who is going to be delivering him. Naturally, this is so that if you guys betray the caravan master, there's security, right? You'll be not noticed as outlaws. You have been officially enlisted as caravan guards, right? You're contracted caravan guards now. It's the temporary contract, of course, but for legal reasons, of course, if this caravan never makes it there, and you somehow are still alive, they know who to question, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you sign the papers, they shake your hands, and you're free to go at that point. It's still morning.
Awesome. Well, if it's still morning, I guess
10 o'clock, yeah.
we would see if we could take up at least one shift of guard duty to make some coin while we wait.
Guard duty, you probably won't be able to enlist in guard duty, but you can do normal labor in town right now. You can just
Okay.
find a
Yeah,
job.
we'll do that
That's
then.
it. There's a naturally in Camp Studenki, there's near the industry area, basically like a job line, um, where people, especially visitors or campers that are not adventuring right now, they get free or they get random jobs, day-to-day jobs, right? Lowly jobs like cleaning or just hands-on work. You'll get paid. Typically, the good ones, the hard ones, the employers will pay you well, but there's some that don't pay you as well, and it's random what you
Okay.
get naturally depending on who's here looking for workers. So you guys are kind of like day toilers. You're just day workers, right? Um, like homeless people looking for a job, and you wait for employers to come and pick up workers. So for just a day. So you go to the job line, just the handful of you, just waiting around, and eventually, of course, when the job is offered, it's pretty much a pretty simple job that's being offered right now. They need people to help. So employer came in, and the job hunter or guider, he is looking for at least 6 men. He says they're gonna be sent out to the butchery here in Camp Suteki to help uh, butcher and skin animals that were brought back from yesterday's hunt. So, you want to join this one? You get paid. You'll be fed in this job. You get 3 meal tickets, and you'll even get to eat meat there at the butchery. They'll give you. They won't feed you the meat, but they'll give you fresh meat, any leftover meat that they don't need, that's gonna spoil soon, right? They'll give that to you for free. You can cook it and eat it yourself. And then additionally, this job is pretty good because you also get paid. Uh, so you will just get that's gonna be your payment. That's it. So 3 meal tickets and then free meat. That's it. They don't pay any coppers.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that.
So you won't get money from this job, but you'll be fed well. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So you go work there, and when you're brought to the butchery here in Camp Sertenki, it stinks. It smells horrible. There's waste area. There's skins. There's hanging animals everywhere. Right. There's salting animals. You're all given different tasks. At least half of you are sent off on a very easy task that they leave to unskilled laborers, which is simply cleaning. You're sent to wash the meat or wash the hides, either that. The other half of you are sent on a nastier job, which is basically taking care of the waste. You're just burning the waste pretty much, fats and all that stuff. You're separating fats and bones and just burning the fats and melting them to oils and they use every part. So these fats become oils that they use for candles and such. And the bones, of course, there's not much you can do with them. You can just bury them, compost, use them for compost and all that kind of stuff. So the bones are separated too. Someone will find a use for it, but you basically at the waste area, half of you just separating bones and waste, bones from their waste. So peeling off all the skin and blubber you can. So, all right.
Okay.
Oh, did we lose one?
Um,
Oh, his power went out. Okay. So pretty much, Narno and Tasha and Abril are sent to wash things, and Phaereus and Hargit are sent um, to separate bone and flesh, or bone and blubber, I guess. So the waste area is just like things that they can't use at all. So nasty bits, blood everywhere, hair. So you're just cleaning and washing things, or you're either washing the meat first, or the camp itself, or the butchery itself, mopping floors and such, or the sweeping and all that, washing tables. Alright, it's hard work. You work all day. You're sweaty, you're stinky. By the time the day ends, the men are sent to wash themselves at the bathhouse or the river, right? When you come back after the day's work or during your break, so they don't. There's a lunch time here, and there's a near the end of the day shift. The men spend an extra hour just washing themselves and enjoying a free meal, which is basically not really a free meal, but it's the meal that you get for doing this job. Everyone's given basically 3 pounds, so 3 meal tickets and 3 pounds of uneaten meat or like spoiling meat that's going bad soon. So you get spoiling meat, which is cooked immediately, and they all cook their meat together like a barbecue and just eat outside. Tons of meat, tons of protein. It's mostly wild game, rabbits, birds, small game is the majority of the meat, and then some of the meat is large game like deer meat and such. Everyone is usually offered 2/3 small game and 1/3 big game meat. So it's not the worst job in the world, but it stinks and sweat. It leaves a very bad smell on you. It tastes good though in the end.
okay.
All right, that's your work.
Yeah. So we would finish that, and then if it's okay with you, because I know you said what's his name's power went out. I would uh try to shot call us to do the quest still, and then I would give him his share.
Okay, so Abrila's gonna be out for about 10 minutes at least.
Okay. So
We can take a small break and maybe he'll be back.
yeah, or I my girl just joined. I don't know if she could um hop in as the retainer that I have.
Your retainer. What's your retainer's name?
Yeah.
Tasha?
It's Tasha. Yeah.
You can give it to her, I suppose.
Okay.
Alright, we'll come back in 5 minutes. I'll give her permission to speak.
Okay. Mochi, he's gonna give you permission to speak. You're gonna have to back out real quick and then rejoin the party. But I will text you your stats and then the equipment that you have. You're running a thief, so you have backstabbing pretty much.
Okay.
There you go. I'm gonna text you your stats right now. I'm texting you the character.
Alright, we're gonna have to continue with that Naku. So this couch is gonna be left behind in Camp Satenki.
Okay.
Alright, so let's see. They're gonna drop out. That's Abrul, Feyreas, and Hargit. So it's just Narno and Tasha then by the next morning. Or by today. After you met with your dwarven fellow. Unless they can get back soon. But it's already been
Okay.
about 10 minutes since he's left.
Um, if they can't join us, am I able to hire 3 more retainers to take their place?
You can spend the day trying to hire retainers, I suppose. You'll have to pick a
Okay.
place
Yeah,
though.
cause I don't want to I re-accepted the quest from the guild, from the caravan guard, and I don't want to have a bad reputation, so I'm gonna try to find at least 3 more retainers that could help us.
Yep. Alright. Where do you want to go to find retainers? During the day. It's about 1100.
I will go to the tavern. I feel like that would probably be the best place to look for them.
Alright, so you'll visit the tavern. See if we find anything there. Okay, it's about you've already used your lunch meal ticket earlier, around 1000, so it's about 11 o'clock. You've had a break, and of course you're waiting for your companions to meet with you, but they never did. So it's just you two at the moment, and then maybe of course tomorrow the dwarf will be joining you.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the tavern we go. Let's see. Alright, you're now at the tavern. It's about noon almost. And of course you see the common area, you see the bar, you see the fire. Where would you like to go? Or do you want to just look around?
Yeah. I'll see if there's anybody that looks like they could use some work.
Alright, upon entering, you observe the crowd, see what kind of people are here today. Let's see. Alright, let's see. So, today you see a few different people. You see some shadier people, shadier looking guys at the bar. Just two of them uh, whispering to each other as you enter. You see a grizzled looking man with a terrible scar on his face. He's sitting alone having lunch. You see a scholar of some sorts in robes, uh, resting at the fire, also enjoying a meal. You see a civilian at the bar, ordering a meal at the moment. You see another man, a large man. He's enjoying a meal by himself at a table. What kind of man or what kind of person you want to join or meet with? There's two people. There's many people on their own. There's a couple of shadier looking guys whispering to each other at the bar.
I would see if there's one that looks more of a fighter, like a frontliner.
There's a large dude enjoying his lunch right now by himself. If that's what you're interested in. He's
Okay.
wearing a gambeson. His helmet's on the floor. His shield is hanging from his chair. You want to talk to this man?
Yeah.
Alright, you approach him. He's got a somewhat crooked nose. He's eating chicken right now. What do you want to say? You stand at his, or stand near his table now, in front of him.
Um. Oh, awesome. I think he made it back in time.
Hello.
Oh. Different person?
Hello. It's a different player.
Okay. Oh,
Are you guys
well,
already in the middle of a session?
We are.
I mean, we're looking for adventurers to kind of help us go on this escort mission to uh, escort a caravan from Sertanki over to a city that's 2 days away. They're paying 1 silver per day and then 2 silver upon arrival.
I mean, yeah, why not? I also have a retainer with me.
Okay, awesome. So that if she's able to join, that puts us at what 5. So we still need one more. Okay, yeah. So I will talk to this guy and I would tell him, I'm sorry to interrupt your meal. I see you're a big sturdy guy and could probably hold your own in the fight.
I
I was
can.
hoping um, if you're not doing a job or if you're in between jobs, maybe you would be interested in helping us escort a caravan 2 days from here. The job pays 1 silver a day per day, and then 2 silver upon arrival.
Sounds like a pretty good deal, but I'm a bit busy and occupied. I'm looking for a different kind of type of work, you see.
Oh well, what kind of work are you looking for?
My father was killed against Goblin in the Goblin Wars west of here. I seek revenge against the goblins. I want to do everything I can to kill goblins.
Oh well, you see, I've too had a good friend of mine killed 2 goblins, and the reason we're doing this quest is to get some coin to better equip ourselves. Maybe if you help us, we can help you. It seems we have a common enemy after all.
I'm fairly well equipped already. I just want to join a band of mercenaries or adventurers to go kill goblins. He shows you or points to his weapons, which are also secured on the floor, wrapped up in cloth and such. He's a two-handed sword, a normal sword, a dagger, all resting on the floor. He wears a heavy gambeson, a heavy helmet on the floor. He's got a heavy shield on his chair. He's pretty decked out.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, you're more than welcome to join us. Like I said, we're trying to get geared ourselves so that
You're going
take
east of
care
here,
of
right? That's away from where I'm headed. I'm going west. I'm sorry.
going west.
Best of luck.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Shoot. Okay. What else was here? You said. Um.
Oh, someone just walked up to you just now, Nedgon. You might have met her before, I'm not sure. But Nedgon the medium
Yeah.
walks up to you and says, "Hey, Narno, let me join you guys. I've got my retainer. Well, he's not with me now, but we can find him soon, right?" So Nedgon, you can play as yourself now, but you're trying to join this party.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I
Yeah.
overheard your conversation. Screw that guy. Let me join.
Okay. Well, I mean, we made it out alive from our last adventure. Yeah. Then welcome to join. Uh, this should be safer. Although the caravan master said that everybody's scared to escort caravans for whatever reason, but um, the minimum requirement is 6 people, so we need one more. Um, Anmer should be joining us soon as well. He's a dwarf cousin to Dren. I think you might have met him when he died
Mhm.
a week ago.
Um, I can correct me if I'm wrong, but I should be able to get another retainer as well, right?
You can join a game, but that's usually if you join at the start of a game. So if you join late, you
Oh,
usually don't get any prep
okay.
time. You join mid game. The prep time is pretty
Got
much a time to like sum up or speed run like recruiting characters and buying equipment. But because you join mid game, you have to do the long way, which is, of course, actually finding a retainer to recruit or family members to recruit, and actually going to the markets to buy all your armor and weapons and bartering with the merchants
Oh, okay, okay,
to
okay.
speed run like the mundane stuff. But now you've got to do the mundane stuff manually since we're already in game.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Negon, you're here. You will also have to spend a moment to try to find your retainer to recruit them. So, because you only have
Um,
control of yourself. Your retainers are free to do as they want after adventures end.
Mhm, mhm.
They're NPCs. Yeah.
Uh, Okay. Well, I want to go hunt down Gan and see if Gan will come and join again. This time for a much safer mission. Where we'll be sticking together as a party.
Alright, so Negon's going off to hire Gan. Do you guys have a rendezvous point and a time you guys want to regroup as a whole party?
Yeah. We could meet at the caravan, and we'll say we can meet there in like 2 hours.
Okay, so you've got 2 hours to do whatever you need. So, tomorrow morning we're setting out though, right? Because right now it's noon, and
Yeah.
Edward's joining
Yeah,
us
because
tomorrow
we still
morning.
had one. Yeah, we still had one day.
Alright, the caravan, if you're not certain, can be found, of course, in the markets. So that's clear. You guys talk, chat a bit, just making common knowledge known. So, Narno probably told you this as you guys conversed. But from here, of course, Edgon, you're going to go out and find your retainer. Narno, what do you want to do from here? You want to keep hiring people at the tavern? Or trying to at least?
Yeah, I'll see. Is there anybody here that looks like they are good with the bow? I mean, I'm trying to steer away from the two shady guys, but um,
One of the shady guys have a bow. The other guys, I guess the civilian, not far away, from where you see it, you see that he has a crossbow on the floor. Or against his chair. That's about it. A different chair.
okay. And crossbows are normally superior to any type of bow. Um, I'll go talk to him.
Okay. You approach the crossbowman or the civilian guy, right? He's just in civilian clothes right now. You walk up to him and what do you want to say?
I am going to say, I'm sorry to interrupt you. You know what you're doing. I'm looking for a person that might be interested in joining us on escorting a caravan. Um, the pay is well worthwhile.
Man, this man was one of the guys just the at the bar. Yeah, he's at the bar. He was eating lunch here too. You asked or you made your offer and he kind of shakes his head and says, "No, sorry, not interested."
Hmm, okay. Well, I'm gonna try to force him.
You want to move on or you want to try to persuade him some more?
I will mention to him that the pay is I'll mention to him what the pay is, silver a day, and it's a 2 days travel, and then 2 day it's a 2 silver pay upon arrival, and then I'm willing to offer him 10 copper for joining us.
So a total of 5 coppers.
A total of 5 coppers a day, and then in addition to that, you would be getting the pay that everybody else is getting, which would be a silver a day plus the 2 upon arrival, so 4 silver on top of that.
That's a lot of money. This sounds a little too good to be true. How do I know I can
Well,
trust you?
I mean, I could pay you 5 copper up front, and then um, the other 5 when you join us at the caravan in the marketplace. I've already signed the contract with them. Would I have a copy of the contract?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, I will show him the copy of the contract that I signed for a crew of 6.
Oh, alright. Looks like official work for the caravans. Alright then. I'm on board. I'll accept your
Okay,
5 coppers.
we will be meeting there tomorrow morning.
Okay, so you're gonna pay him a total
And
of 10 coppers off the bat, basically.
yeah, so I'll pay. Yeah, I'll pay him 5 right now though.
Yep,
And then the other 5 when we set out.
sounds good. Alright, he tells you he'll meet you at the caravan tomorrow morning.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, so then I'm set on my end with um the people. I am gonna go talk. I am gonna
By
go
the way,
let
his name is Baldu.
Baldu.
Yep, Baldu. His typical
Okay.
job is guard duty. If not guard duty, he's a rope maker.
Okay.
Okay, so you move on. And we're gonna go to Nedgon's part of the story. Did he ever return?
Yes.
Oh, he never returned. Okay, so Abril
No,
never returned.
Nedbon.
Negon's with us,
No.
so okay, so I'll just check if Naku came back, but he never did. Um, so or actually, we know what you did. I forgot to ask Mochi what she did. Mochi, are you playing with us?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, Moshi's here.
let me change your nickname. You're playing as Tasha, Tazia or Tasha. Right. So, uh, you know that Narnol's been recruiting people at the tavern. Were you with him, or did you want to do something else? Tasha, did you want to do something else?
Mochi. Your character's name is Tasha.
All right. I guess
Did
she's
you
just.
did you want to do something else, or did you want to stick with me?
I was gonna stick with you.
Okay.
All right then. So she just follows you around the tavern then. Let's see. All right. Hello, Friska. Are you trying to play with us? If so, ping me. Otherwise, you're welcome to spectate. Let's see. Nedgon, you went into town or into the streets looking for your retainer. Your retainer, his name is Gon, and Gon had told
Yes.
you where he would be. Naturally, he was your retainer before you guys disbanded. He's a magic user. He's probably working at the let's see, as a scholar. He is actually working at probably the laboratory here in Zertanki, helping to well, he's got a powerful spell actually. He might be a gate guard. Yeah, he's a gate guard.
Yes. Sleep.
So one of the patrol guards. So you can try to find him, and he might be on shift. So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I want to find him.
all right. So you go around town or around the camp looking for Gun. You probably find him at one of the gates. You can meet with the gate guards and ask for Gun. The busiest gate or the busiest wall is the western wall.
Okay. Yeah. I go up to one of the guards and I ask if I can, quickly speak with Gon. That I won't distract him too much from duty.
Okay. So which gate did you want? You know the west gate, you said?
If that's where he is. Yeah.
Alright. Well, we're not sure where he is, but the west gate's the most populated one. So you
Sure.
go there. You ask for you meet with the corporal of the guard here at the outpost, and you ask for Gon. Let's see how they react to this. They're uncertain, right? They're not sure who you're talking about at the moment, but they tell you that they ask, of course, who you are and why you need to find Gon.
I'm Ned Gunn, and I'm trying to prepare to go out with a party tomorrow with Gon, but I need to make sure that they're on board with us before I get completely prepared in the market.
I see. Well, if Gon is on duty, he can't be simply relieved. He's gonna have to meet with us and get permission. But we can have someone help you find Gon if that's fine. We don't have Gon here at this wall, but he might be at the other walls. He's not in our roster. He might be at the north gate, or the south gate, or the east gate, one of the three other gates.
Okay, I would be grateful for any help.
Alright, try the, here, we'll get you some help. And eventually a guard comes to meet you with you. He's a young guard, looks very tired. He says to you, "Hello, my name is Jenik. I'll help you find your, friend." Alright, Jenik looks like a new guard, and he looks very tired. Okay, so he asks, of course, what your friend looks like, and of course his name.
Mm-hmm. He looks like me, but a little bit like a wuss. His name is Gon. And he doesn't really like to be at the front of battle. He might be a little bit scared if he's on duty right now.
Oh, alright, that's good enough. If he's a new guard, he might be on the east gate. It's the safest wall to the guards. We'll check that one. Janet takes you across the camp to the east gate. He reports in, asks if Gon is on duty. Turns out Gon is on duty during the day and will be off duty during the evening, and he'll be resting during the night. So, yes, he's on guard, but he's on shift. You can meet with him during the evening, so around 6 p.m. He'll be off duty.
Okay, I'll meet with him then. Right whenever he gets off duty.
In the meantime, do you want to visit the markets and meet with your party?
Yes.
Regroup with your party? Alright. You head there. Janik lets you go, of course, and he returns to his station, right? Okay, so you go off to the markets then. We know that Tasha and Arnold have been at the tavern. Let's see what they do next, and then I'm not sure if Frisco's joining us. I'll double check the chat. Okay, just watching. Sure. Alright, so Narno and Tasha, you've been at the tavern for another hour, right? What do you want to do from here? You want to stay at the tavern, keep asking around, or?
Nah, we'll make our way to the caravan, and we'll let the and I'll let the caravan guard know that we will be meeting there tomorrow morning to set out. We're just finishing the final preparations. The original guys that were with us kind of disappeared, so I had to recruit new help. But nevertheless, I am a man of my word, and we will have our group of 6, if not a few more.
Alright. He's not very happy to hear that 3 were lost already, or 2 were lost, but he's somewhat relieved when you say that you've been finding new people. So he just hopes that the caravan will be ready to set out by morning. He's kind of anxious.
Yeah.
He's just packed everything he has, right, on the peg mule, and he's ready to set out by morning. So from here, you just kind of hang out with him during the
Yeah.
afternoon hours. Maybe you go back to your camp, your personal camp, to spend the rest of
Uh,
yeah.
I would go to where Admer was to let him know that we're meeting up at the caravan first thing in the morning, the
Okay.
following day.
So some of you, at least okay, so from the caravan, right, we're at the markets. Nara will speak with the merchant. Nedgun, in the markets, you regrouped. You saw your party here talking with the merchant, or just hanging out. Did you want to do anything out here in the markets, or talk to the merchant, or talk to your party members?
I wanted to get myself equipped, but I think my money's all in the bank right now.
Okay, you'll have to visit the bank then to withdraw some money. So you'll go out to withdraw money.
Yeah.
You guys want to meet at the party camp then in the evening hours, or something like that. At least by morning we can all report to the
Yeah.
caravan, right? So you can do as you want
I
all
want to
day.
meet with the party after I've Gan then, if that's the case.
Okay, you let Naruto know since he's kind of the captain of the party right now. So you meet with him, you let him know that you're gonna go out and do some more things, and you'll be ready to
Okay.
set out by morning. Tasha, do
All
you
right.
have any tasks you need to do or get done, or anything you want to try here in Zertanki's camp before tomorrow?
Mochi.
All right, just saying. If you, oh, go ahead. Do you want to do anything, Tasha?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So Tasha just hangs out at the caravan, I suppose. Nedgon, you're going off to the bank
Yep.
then, and then Naruto, you're still talking. You're going off to the west wall, right, to meet with the dwarf of yours, Admer. So we'll start with Negon. Negon, you walk through the streets of Sertanki, right? Busy camp streets, tons of frontiersmen everywhere, soldiers and such. You make your way to the bank, which is close to the markets, well guarded, of course. The bank is connected to the Fort Sertanki, which is in the center of all the camp, the heart of the camp. So the bank is here. It's heavily guarded because most of the guards are the elite guards are here at the fort. Some of the best, right? So you approach the bank, you walk inside, and you get some help at one of the counters, right? There's many scholars here, or bankers, right? Very good men with good knowledge of math and all that, right? Records and such. You give them your name, you tell them the details of how much you want to withdraw. How much do you want to withdraw? They, of course, warn you that you lose 10%. of how much of however much you want to take out.
Before I answer what I want to withdraw, I just want to take stock of what I currently have on me.
Yeah.
Um, do I have any weapons or armor on me, or is everything gone from previous session?
Uh, let's see. In your previous adventure, that gone. You survived it. It was October. You're late October, year 15. Looks like you got out alive. Doesn't say you lost
Mm-hmm.
anything. Yeah. So
Okay. So then, I'll just take out, um, let's say 60 gold. I say 60 copper.
okay. So if you take out 60 coppers, you lose 6, and then 60 minus or 139 minus 60 is, let's see, 179 I think. Yeah. Oh no, 79 I mean. 79 coppers.
79, 79. Okay, yep.
79 coppers in the bank, and you get 54 coppers in your on your person.
Great.
Right.
Okay.
The bank thanks you for your visit. Is there anything else they can help you with?
No.
All right. Have a good day, ma'am. You walk out of the bank, back into the streets of Sertanki. We're gonna stop here. We're gonna go to Narnel's story. So Narnel, you went off to the west wall to meet with the barracks again, the quarters. You meet with the guards, quartermaster guards, and such. And you asked to meet with the dwarf again, right? It's only about 2 p.m. right now, and they warn you that he's on his rest period. You know, they would have to wake him up again. Is this fine?
No, I would tell them. I would leave a message with him, and I would ask for parchment, and I would write on it for him to meet us first thing in the morning at the caravan over in the marketplace.
All right. So you're meeting with the quartermaster. He tells you he'll get someone to deliver this message to his barracks room, right? And he calls over one of the guards, a very tired-looking guard. Janek, get over here! Right? Janek comes and gets the letter and sees you again. Oh, it's you again. And he takes it and heads out, right, to the
Awesome.
barracks. All right, that's it.
Thank you.
So back to Tasha's scene. Tasha, you've been following Nano around all over Zertanki. You're at the west wall, particularly at the headquarters here, at the western headquarters. Do you want to do anything here?
No.
What was it?
She said she was gonna follow me.
I'm just gonna sit with him.
Alright, just follow him around still. Sure. Alright, back to Nedgon's story. Nedgon, you've just left the bank here in Zertanki. If there's nothing else you got to do, you can pass the time. Otherwise, if there's still stuff you gotta do, we can continue your part of the story.
Yeah, I want to go to the market.
Oh yeah, market it is. So you make your way to the markets, and what would you like to do here at the markets?
Um, for I want to see what weapon options there are. Right now, I have a spear and a sling of stones. Are there any other slings that can shoot further?
Uh, yeah. I mean, you've got a basic sling right now, or a standard sling, right? Like whose double is. But there are more advanced weapons in different places. Camp Strategy has pretty basic weapons, right? Slings are pretty basic, so you have somewhat more advanced slings if you're interested. You look at the different slings available in the market stalls, you find, of course, there's your sling is, standard sling like double is got a staff and the sling and all that. But there's a lightweight slings here, and there's heavy slings. The difference is the light ones, they shoot faster, but of course they don't do as much damage. The heavy ones, they hit harder, right? They're more sturdy, but they're a bit slower to load and fire.
I want one that shoots the farthest. I don't care about speed.
Alright, so you want one that hits harder, right? Let's see.
No, that goes the farthest. I'm looking for range.
Oh, one that shoots further.
Yes.
Let's see. They don't really have anything that shoots further than what they currently have available. Um, let's see.
So does my basic one shoot the same distance as these two other ones?
I suppose they can get you one more. It's it would be considered, I guess, a long sling, right? Or a pole sling. Basically, it's like a Fustablus but two-handed. It's a two-handed sling. It shoots almost twice as far,
Okay, how much is that?
but it requires two hands to use. Is this fine?
Yes, this is fine.
Okay. I mean, if you're gonna go for a two-handed weapon, you might as well go for a bow and arrow.
Yeah, at that point, let me see if I don't think I have a bow and arrow right now.
The purpose of having a sling is that it's one-handed. That's why it's so good for missile weapons. It's the only one-handed missile weapon. Or, not exactly the only one. There's javelins too, but they're one shot.
Well, you know what, then in that case I'll go ahead and I'll get a basic bow, and some 20 arrows,
Alright, so
but
short
keep it
bow
basic
or long
with
bow?
then.
Longbow has the most
Longbow.
range.
Yeah, longbow.
Okay, you get the longbow, 20 arrows, if you want. Total price is 50 coppers.
Perfect. Yeah.
Alright, you're down to 4 coppers. You've got longbow
Yep.
and 20 arrows now.
And am I with the remaining 4 coppers? Am I able to buy any food?
Yeah, you could. You can buy for 1 copper is about 3 pounds of food, so you buy 12 pounds of food. Is that fine?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. And then that's I would be done with shopping at this point, and I would go to try to find Gan to discuss him joining
Alright, yeah,
for
it's
this
almost time.
escort mission. Mm-hmm.
You can wait outside the east wall until it's time to meet with him
Sure.
when he is finally off duty. He gets off at 4 p.m., so it's about 3 p.m. by the time you get there. You wait an hour for him. Alright, back to Narno's story. Narno, you have been at the western wall with all. You're at the west gate, right? Along the west gate here, connected to the west gate, not far from this part of the wall, is the barracks and the quarters, or the headquarters, western headquarters.
We would make our way back to our personal camp and just kind of hang out there.
Okay, you and Tasha and your other
Yeah.
retainers, if you have any with you. I think it's just you and Tasha right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the two of you make your way back to the campgrounds, to your party's camp, which consists of a fire pit, um, woodland shelters, and that's about it. Yeah, you don't have any tents, so you make shelters out of wood and leaves and such. So you rest here for the night, or yeah, I guess for the day. It's about, afternoon, late in the afternoon. It's almost the evening shift. You just want to rest up here at this point?
Yeah, I would go to somewhere close by to get some meat to grill for us. And that way we have some food.
Okay. You want to go to the markets to pick up some meat to cook tonight,
Yeah.
or food? Alright, so you're going to the markets to buy fresh produce then. Do you want to leave Tasha here, or do you want to take her with you?
I would bring her along,
Okay.
and so that she can get kind of familiar with Sir Tanky, and where things are at.
So you went. So your first action, of course, was to just head back to camp. And when we come back to you, you'll be at the markets. But you
Awesome.
just stop at the camp for a moment, look over the camp, and then make your way toward the markets. A pit stop at the camp, I guess. Did you
Yep.
want to drop anything off or do anything at your camp before you leave?
No, we would keep our gear with us.
Alright, you
Our
head to
camp's not really the safest.
the markets then. Nedgun, you're next. Yeah, it's out in the open with all the other campers. Um, Nedgun, you're at the eastern wall now. You come here waiting. The east wall, right, consists of pretty much uh, a large wooden stake wall, right? The stake wall is roughly 5 foot tall. It goes all the way along. It's more like a fence, if anything, and it goes all the way north to south along the eastern perimeter of Camp Sertanki. It's a very long wall. surrounded by trenches. So past this kind of a moat, a trench. Um, and then of course there are outposts along the wall. Three major outposts here. The center, which is the gate itself. To the northeast is the corner outpost, and to the southeast is another corner outpost. Um, and all along the wall there are dugouts, like bunkers and such, for the guards to rest in or to take position from. Uh, Again, the stake was only about 5 feet wide, 5 feet tall, and sometimes along the stake walls there's like stairs or piles of sand and such that they can climb onto to look over the wall. But yeah, at this part you see connected to the eastern gate is the barracks here and a quarter building, stables as well. So the quarters is kind of on the north side. It's connected with the barracks, and the far side is pretty much the stables and an outdoor cafeteria. Not far from this gate too is along the walls is a training ground, supply areas and all that. So things that you don't really need to know about, but it's there. Do you want to do anything while you wait?
Um, yeah, while I'm looking around, do I see Gan patrolling anywhere?
He's nowhere to be seen at the moment. You don't know which part. He might be further down the wall, further up the wall. You're not sure.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's any guards nearby, could I ask them where new recruits typically go whenever they're retiring from duty? Because I want to make sure I'm waiting there.
Yep. So the change of guard, one of the guards tells you, occurs here at the gate. The guards will uh, change shifts here, pretty much at least those on the east gate, at the east outpost. But some guards are closer to the northeast outpost or the southeast outpost, and they'll change shifts at those various outposts. So if you don't see Gan here patrolling along the kind of center of the east wall, he's probably at either the north outpost or the south outpost. You should try seeing if he's along those walls.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll go ahead to. I don't see him right now, so I'm gonna go ahead to the north outpost.
All right. You walk into the north part of the camp, Serjanki, right, close to this wall, and pay attention to all the faces of guards you see. On this side of the wall, there's about a total of 3 guards that you spotted, and Gan is one of them. Gan is patrolling the east wall, moving up north and south along the northern half of the east wall. So you see Gan up there with a, let's see what weapon he's got. He's up there patrolling with his sling and stones. So he got like a pole sling over his shoulder, a Fusta ballist, right? He's just walking back and forth up on the wall, carefully observing the outskirts, but he looks bored as hell.
I clearly have a view of Gan, right?
Yep,
Okay. And we're not going off with the caravan until tomorrow, right?
right.
Okay. Then I'd just like to cast Ventro into Gan's head
Okay.
and just casually ask, "Hi, my friend. Do you want to come and join for an escort mission for tomorrow? We're not going to go back to the caves to interact with any goblins or to try any funny business. We're taking an easier mission this time, but still trying to get something done."
He looks around, confused, smiling. He says, Edgon, where the hell are you? Right. He's looking around. He can hear you in his head, and you're down the wall, of course, along the walls, and along the walls on this side are just mostly just bunkers and supplies and trees and shrubberies. Mostly cleared out though, but a few trees and shrubberies still are along this western side of the wall. He eventually spots you just out in the open, right, looking up at him. He waves to you and screams out his response, which is, I'm on duty right now. I don't know if I'll get permission, but I'll ask.
Okay, I'll yell back, showing him the bow with the quivers, and some of the boots saying, "You'll be well fed, and I've got a new weapon for you to be in the back."
Like I said, I'll try my best, but no promises. And
All
he
right.
waves you
Well,
one more time and continues his shift.
okay. Well, we'll just have to see.
All right. So eventually his shift ends, of course, but we're gonna come back to that. We're gonna go to
Mhm.
Naro's story, Naro and Tasha's story. The two of you made it to the markets. Just a reminder on our game time, though. I don't know if we have a lot of game time left.
Okay. We'll try to speed everything up, to the following day.
Alright, so our game started at
Mhm.
around, I think, 0800. It's already 10:30, so we got about 30 minutes left to end this adventure. So,
Okay. All right.
alright
Well,
then.
yeah. We'll just, like I said, we'll get the meat for the night. Go back to camp, call it a day, and then we're done. So we'll wait for the following day.
How much food did you want to buy? 3 pounds of food is 1 copper piece, and 1 pound is one
Uh,
meal.
I'll do because the caravan
I
master
have
is gonna take care
Papa.
of us. So I'm just gonna get the food for tonight.
Okay, just get some food for tonight. It costs you uh 1 copper. You can feed at least you and Tasha, maybe one other. Or how much do you want to spend on food for tonight?
Um, I'll do just me and Tasha for tonight.
Okay. So you lost 25 coppers already from this expedition total. Um, alright. And that's not, I don't think that's counting the 5 that you owe the other guy. I'm not sure.
I think
Okay.
that is.
Oh, that is. Okay, that's good. So, alright. The night's passing, and you guys have dinner together back at camp. Let's wrap it up, I guess. Nadgan, you waited for a bit. When he gets off shift, he asks for permission, and of course, he was relieved, right? So tomorrow morning he won't have to show up. He's joining your party then. He's happy to take the bow and
Awesome.
arrows.
Yep, yep. And he can also take some of my food too. That's why I bought it. It was for him and I.
Okay, so Nadgan, you lose the longbow and 20 arrows then, and then you split the food up so he carries half, you carry the other half.
Great.
Alright, let me make sure he has a way to carry this. He does have a bag. Okay, he can help
Yep.
carry it. Okay, now he has a longbow and 20 arrows.
Perfect.
Eventually, your party regroups at the camp here in Zertanki. Alright, you guys want to just pass the night by? Or do we have anything
Yep.
to do or discuss or think about before the night passes?
I'm just curious. Is there anything in particular in the caravan or any person in the caravan that's like the main priority to protect during this escort? Do we know yet?
Are you asking me or are you asking the party?
The party.
What was that?
For this escort mission, is there any specific person or thing that's the main priority to protect?
Just the caravan.
Just the caravan? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I just pass the time.
Alright, the evening goes by. For dinner, I would say that some of you have meal tickets, you can go get free food, unless you want to go buy food. But otherwise, you're fed dinner at Camp Zertanki either way, whether you paid for a meal or you get free food, you're fed. And then, of course, tomorrow morning, for breakfast, you guys can all visit the free food line to eat free food. Or you can use up the food supplies that you guys purchased. So, naturally, I think Narno used up the 3 pounds of food from yesterday to feed you and Tasha. Um, there's one more pound. Are we gonna pull our food together?
I think everybody's covered on food, right?
Yeah, the caravan master is gonna be feeding
Yeah.
you guys. So,
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah. So we're covered.
alright, you go meet with him and he's gonna help you get to, or you're gonna help him get through the wilderness and all the way to Gurgifsi. Alright, travel begins in the morning. You meet with your employer. Let's see.
Awesome. Yeah. So we meet up with him. Does everybody make it? as far as the retainers go?
Yeah, so it turns out all retainers made it this morning. The dwarf too included. So
Woo.
Admer's here too,
Nice.
well equipped, ready to go. Let me check Admer's inventory real quick. Oh, his name is Anmer. Okay, so Anmer's got a light helmet on, a gambeson, a heavy shield, spear, and light helmet. Oh, he's got
Yep.
2 light helmets. Guess
He would give a light helmet to Baldo, the civilian that just joined us.
okay. Your new guy, Baldu. Let's see.
Yeah, Baldo. Sorry.
All right, he already has a light helmet on, so he's just got a spare light helmet. You
Okay.
can't really tell him to give his gear away. You can suggest it, but yeah, he's just got a spare helmet, I suppose. Okay, so let's add Baldu
Nice.
to the ranks as well. New retainer. Alright, Baldu's strength is, if you want to take note, in case you want to hire him again, he's got a strength of 13.
Okay.
He's got an intelligence of 5.
All right.
He's got a wisdom of 13.
Okay.
He's got a dexterity of 9.
All right.
He's got a constitution of 6. He's got a charisma of 13.
Okay.
Alright, and his class is, it looks like Thief.
Okay. And how many hit points?
He's got 2 hit points. He wears a set of
All right.
clothes. His equipment, yeah, it's just a set of clothes on. He's got a light helmet. He's got a light, he's got a shield,
Okay.
and he's got a crossbow, 10 corals, a dagger, and a 50-foot rope.
Okay.
Right. Um, Here's one more thing. He's got an Elven dictionary.
Okay.
All right, that's it. Um, okay. And again, his name is Baldu. Baldue.
Yep.
Okay. So we've got Baldu with us, the thief. We've got Admer the dwarf. We've got Nedgon the medium. Your retainer, Gon. Gon is a medium too, right?
Yep.
NPCs. And are you giving You're giving Tasha to Mochi, right? So it's no
Yeah.
longer your retainer. Tasha becomes an adventurer. So Tasha was promoted to adventurer. Let's see. Of House Mochi. Alright. Let me change the name of that character then to Tasha Mochi. Alright, and other than this, okay, we've got Tasha, we've got a Brule. No, a Brule's not here, out of action. Okay, so Brule's gone. We'll just cross him off the list. Ferreus is not here either. Hargit is not here either. Okay. Alright, so it's just Narno, the medium, Tasha, the thief, Egon, the medium, Baldu, the thief, Emra, the dwarf, Gon, the medium. That's everyone, right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Perfect.
Alright, you meet with the caravan master. He's a scholar, an herbalist. He's trading herbs from here to Gogefsi. Needs an escort. He's got a pack mule. You must protect him and his meal to get paid, naturally. He promises you each a total of 4 silvers, pretty much 2 for each day of the travel, the estimated travel time, and then 2 upon completion. So, doubling the cost it takes to take him there. So, alright. Pays for your services. Okay, the travels begin. So you set out from Camp Sertanki. You go through open grasslands for about 3 miles. And we're going to roll to see if any encounters occur throughout the day.
Alright.
Alright, after about 3 miles to the grasslands, it took you about an hour and a half to get through that. You made it to the mountains. You traveled 3 miles through the mountains. And that took you about 3 hours to do. So the day's coming to an end. You've already traveled roughly 5.5, no wait, 4.5 hours of travel. And the last bit of travel occurs in the woods. You travel through the forest to a river. And that's where you end the adventure for the day. You travel somewhat upstream, but you encamp along the river. And that's it. No
Okay.
encounters during the day. We're gonna roll to see if anything happens while you guys are encamped. He feed you, naturally he fed you lunch, breakfast, or just lunch and dinner. So you had breakfast on your own. Alright. For the evening shift, nothing occurred. And then for the night shift, you guys will take shifts to guard, right? There's 6 of you. So 4 shifts total. Maybe like 2 people on the night shifts, like the first part of the night, and then near the end of the night, one person on shift at a time. Each shift will be 2 hours long. Nothing occurred during the night. Day comes, and you continue your travels upstream toward a ferry. He tells you, right? You're gonna report to a ferry, pay a fee. It's a 1 copper per body to get across on the ferry, the river. And from there, there's the road you'll follow to get to Gogefsi. So let's see if anything occurs during your travels up toward the ferry. Right. So you make your way upstream. You reach the ferry. You pay the fee. There's men here, guards, the ferrymen, right? They take you aboard. The fee is 1 copper, so for each person. Um, the caravan master will pay for it, but it will take it out of your payment if that's fine. Otherwise, you can pay it yourself. Either way, it's the same
Sounds
thing.
fine.
So it's gonna be
Yeah.
1 copper per person. So it's gonna be out of your pay then. So 1 copper out of your pay. So you won't get 40 coppers. You'll get about 39 each. So he deducts it from your pay. Unless you want to swim across the river. It's a major river. It's really wide. Your animals, if you brought any, will also cost money too. He pays for his meal. Did you guys bring animals with you? No. Alright. So
I did not.
if you did not bring any animals, then you don't have to pay for the animals. The party gets across on the ferry. And then, of course, when you're on the other side, you take the road all the way to Gogefsi. It's another maybe a mile or 2, and you arrive at the village of Gogefsi. Finally, a real settlement. You're now in the village of Gogefsi. It's surrounded by farmlands, countryside, and eventually the village itself, which is many homes and buildings. At the heart of it all is the keep. The Casa Menor, the keep here in Gagifsi. But it's a real settlement, not a camp, not a military camp. 80% of the population pretty much are civilians. 20% are actually like militants and such, frontiersmen. So it is a peaceful area. It's well defended. You know, the outskirts of the farmlands are like fences. Every now and then, a few buildings, a few watchtowers along the road. Uh, and then, of course, past the farmlands, the countryside, where just farm homes and such. It's very rural, patrolled every now and then by guards. Eventually, you reach the village itself. The village is walled by a low wall of about maybe maybe only about 5 feet tall, surrounding the entirety of the village. Uh, the wall is made of just logs or planks, pretty much nothing crazy. The inner walls are the most heavily defended, but the outer walls are small, short, enough to keep animals out. Anyway, you walk into the village. Through the village, you make it toward the markets, and uh, that's where you disband. Before you're set free, of course, from your task, you're paid out. Each of you are paid 39 coppers, so including retainers. Um, that's going to be Baldu. Baldu now has 39 coppers. Let's see. Tasha gets paid 39 coppers. Let's see. Who else is here? Um, so Tasha, Baldu. Guess Baldu got paid. Tasha got paid. Let's get Narno his payment. So Narno, you're at 39 coppers on your person.
Okay, awesome.
And then next is Nedgon. Nedgon, you're
Yep.
receiving 39 coppers, so you are already at 4, so you're now at 43 coppers. Alright, and then Admer's getting paid, and Gon needs to get paid too. See, Gon has 39 coppers now. His first successful mission. And then let's see. Admer. Let's find Admer's sheet.
It's been a week that Gon and Netgon have been together, right?
Yeah, this is their second week together.
Could Netgon teach Gon how to detect magic?
He can teach him how to read the spell in your book, but naturally you can't make a new magic item off the bat. So the book itself is magical, and use the book to
Mhm.
memorize or create the spells in your head. So you can translate what it says so that he can read it now, or you can translate your whole book to him, so now he can memorize spells off of your book. Make
Yeah,
sense?
I'll translate my whole book to him.
All right. Takes about like a maybe a week to get it done.
Yeah, since he was already with us before.
Yeah, you guys had time to talk. So you guys' off time and your free time, maybe after he's done with work every day, you spend a couple hours teaching him, right? Every day for a week, and you taught him. You did a lot of research. Pretty much takes about 1 hour a day of studying for level 1 spells for a whole week. So you guys spent about 3 hours a day studying together to teach him all 3 of your spells, unless he already had some that you had. So you taught him your spells, and now you guys can trade books and memorize books, or memorize spells off of each other's books naturally.
Great.
Okay, you taught him well, and let's see. Other than this, yeah, the party is. Did I pay everyone out yet? I got interrupted. Let's see. Where did I leave off? I was trying to pay Admer, right? Let me pay Onmer. Yeah, Onmer. Okay, yeah. So I didn't pay Onmer and Gun yet. Still gonna do that.
They would both get 39 copper each, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've written it down for both of them.
Alright,
Yeah,
Armor
yeah, you
received his
paid Gon.
payment. Gon receives his payment. Alright, I think everyone has received their payment now. That's good.
Yep.
I noted it down.
Awesome. A very successful escort of the caravan, I think.
Yep, safe travels. You got very fortunate run there. You guys want to head back to Sertenki or want to stay here, base your characters in Gagefsi? To keep in mind, this is considered a somewhat peacetime settlement, so there's not a lot of jobs here. Except normal jobs, if you're interested.
Mm,
We'll stay here for now. We'll see if there's any jobs or anything for next adventure. If
mhm.
not, then if we don't find anything here, then we'll make our way back to Sertanki because I know there was I know they had the mission to clear out a camp of orcs, a dozen orcs for 100 silver pieces. Um, um,
Hey,
but yeah, no, we need a good amount of people for that though. Um, shit,
well,
but
you've got
everybody's
you've got two magic users here who have sleep.
yeah.
Who can learn it for next adventure.
Okay, and then so we have the two magic users. I now have um Anmer back. He's a dwarf. And he has two attacks. And then I'm going to see if Baldu wants to join us next adventure. He's a thief. And then Mochi's playing Tasha, who is also a thief.
Yeah, and maybe random who's spectating right now. Maybe they'll want to join us.
Yeah, Friska said she'll join as well. To just Are we gonna have another session after this, DM?
I have to
Or will
go
we
get
have
a
another
haircut,
session?
but after that I might be free. We'll see. I might be going out to eat though
Okay.
later, so we'll see.
Yeah. No,
Alright,
let us know if there's another session. I believe we have a good group.
alright,
I'd love to
hopefully.
fight some breakout orcs.
Alright, thanks for playing guys. I'll see you at the next one. Have a good rest of your day.
All right.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you.